All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hi.
You're late.
Say again. Say again, Gunner.
I said you were late.
I was back. No, I was back. I saw the EAGLES. Yes, I got back in time. All right. So a couple things here, Derek. One, let's start with this because the Damian Lillard thing is still going, and it's going to be going, I think, for a while. But it's interesting what is being put out there from the Blazers. Okay. So this was from Adrian Wojnarowski, who seems to be on top of all this stuff. He said, for teams calling about trading for Damian Lillard, the message from the Blazers has been unambiguous. Bring your best offer and make your team our preferred trade destination. That's coming from the general manager, Joe Cronin, who doesn't plan to operate a transfer portal to the Miami Heat and dutifully deliver history's greatest Blazer to the targeted team. Ownership plans to honor Lillard's trade request, but Blazers officials are telling teams they'll move Lillard for only the deepest return of assets available. Portland is pursuing the sliding scale superstar package of desirable picks and high-level young players. For the summer, Cronin's betting the market over Miami. I think, first of all, they're approaching this perfectly. It's exactly how Portland should be approaching this thing. What is happening in turn is that Lillard's representation is proactively putting the word out to any team that isn't Miami. You'd be best suited not pursuing him because you will be getting a disgruntled player. So you have two forces at work here. All right. One is the Blazers saying, we're not just handing this guy to Miami. You got to do what's best for our team.
Yep.
Now Lillard's team is saying, proceed with caution, because if you make a trade for him, you're getting an unhappy dude, and you're going to be dealing with all that goes with that. And we've seen NBA players who are disgruntled take a flame torch to teams. So what do you do here, Derek, if you're a team who wants him? A la maybe the Sixers.
What do the Sixers have that Miami really wants?
Okay, so glad you asked.
That Portland really wants, other than Maxey.
Well, glad you asked. So Brian Windhorst of ESPN is on record as saying if the Sixers would offer up Tyrese Maxey, he feels like they would get a deal done for Lillard with Portland. However, as of right now, they are not offering him up. Now, what Windhorst also said was he's getting a distinct sense from around the league and from everybody he talks to that Daryl Morey's got a big trick up his sleeve and something's coming. I'm giving you all that, man. How do you view all of this?
Big trick. What could it possibly be outside of Embiid?
I think they're right now saying we wouldn't trade Maxey. Right now is the key, phrase there. Right now, we wouldn't trade Maxey. I think as this goes on, if it looks like it's not going to happen with Miami, Maxey could get it done.
Really?
Just telling you.
And what else? I mean, Portland's not just taking Maxey. What else are the Sixers offering?
Well, they might be attracted to Maxey as a centerpiece for them for a long time, potentially, although the issue is they have smaller guards. That's a bit of an issue. But the other part of it is they would take Tobias Harris in his expiring contract, which would give them a lot of cap space for the following year.
Let's see. Tobias Harris and Maxey for Damian Lillard.
It'd have to be a three-way trade.
True.
There would have to be other teams that are incorporating potentially draft picks too, because Portland's going to want that too, and the Sixers don't have it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way it's a one-on-one. Like, I think there's got to be.
Heck no. It's
multiple teams in my opinion.
Yeah. Lillard is 32 years old. And he averaged 32 points a game this past season. That's hard to see. People will be happy that Tobias is gone, but I think people would be unhappy if this organization severed ties with Maxey. Wow.
It's a tough call. Would you move? Are you trying to maximize the window for Embiid? And if you're trying to maximize the window for Embiid, and he's probably got 3 years left at solid health. I mean, we've already seen him in his 20s breaking down, but now that he enters his 30s. So do you really care that much that Lillard's 32, 33 years old? Because you're looking at this as a small window of trying to maximize Joel Embiid. So that's really what it comes down to. Like Terry says, would you guys pull the trigger on Maxey for Embiid? I would. I would too, Terry. That's why I would try. I'm trying to maximize Embiid's what he's got left here.
So you would have 33-year-old James Harden and soon to be 33-year-old Damian Lillard to go with Joel Embiid.
I don't know that Harden is still here.
Where's he going? Where the heck is he going?
Clip joint, Clippers, LA, maybe. I don't know. I think it's something you, as much as at first you say, oh man, well, I would never move a 22-year-old for a 33-year-old. Yeah, I think you got to think about it.
This team makes my head hurt, man.
They are exhausting. They are exhausting.
I don't know. If you move Harden to the Clippers, depends on what you're getting back. Because I don't think that in any way, shape, or form they're giving up Kawhi for James Harden.
No, it's not. It wouldn't be Kawhi. I mean, I think what it would be is some package of Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, and draft picks. I know they're not sexy names, but that's probably
they're good role players.
They are. They are. And Powell played for Nick Nurse.
So let's see. You get Damian Lillard here, who over the last 4 years has scored 30, 28, 24, and 32 points a game. So you get a prolific scorer to make up for the loss of Harden if he goes to the Clippers. Clippers, in return, you get a couple of solid role players. Who's your starting five on the Sixers then?
Lillard, Powell, Embiid, Tucker. It depends if Tobias Harris is still here or not, but he probably goes too. Melton, maybe. It's an interesting lineup.
And the thing is, do they all fit within what Nick Nurse wants to do?
That's the other part of it.
We know Tucker does, because Tucker's the only reason he's still in the league is because of his defensive prowess.
No doubt. And dirty work. Yeah.
We know Embiid plays both ends of the court well when he's healthy and focused. I'm not well versed on Lillard's defensive game, to be honest.
He's not a great defender. But here's the other problem. Let's go back to what we said off the top. Are you making a trade for a guy knowing he's ticked off and doesn't want to be there? How big a gamble is that? You better be right. Like, you better be sure that you can get him in the right mind frame and mindset.
You know what? Let's look at it like this also. Let's say they can't move James Harden. He's already upset at the organization.
Correct.
Let's say Portland did bite on taking Tobias Harris and Maxey and give you Lillard. You want two guys on your roster? You want two guys on your roster that are not happy to be in the situation?
What a disaster that could be. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Harden doesn't want to be there. Lillard doesn't want to be there. And Embiid's like, what are you doing to me here? Neither one of these guys want to be there.
Embiid's disgruntled. Your three all-star players are disgruntled.
Oh my God. And every chance they get, if they have a hangnail, I'm out tonight. I'm not playing.
Jeez. Let's see. I mean, what is Lillard's durability like? Okay. All right. So since, let's just say, the last time he played 80 games was the 18-19 season.
Okay.
Since then, he's played 66, 67, 29, and 58 games.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's father time creeping up on him for as much of a see, now you got three guys you don't know when they're going to be on the court.
Yep.
I mean, Lillard, Hart, and Embiid. You don't know how many games. Let's just say, for giggles, let's just say you had all three of them. What's the over-under on the number that you would have all three on the court at the same time? I would put it at like 45, maybe.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. I know. Like, this is what you're dealing with. It's not as simple as, like, you're just making the trade. There's always like 10 layers to it that could go sideways. See,
Big Sale said covering the Sixers is like covering a traffic jam. It's frustrating. It goes nowhere.
No, you know what it's like? It's TMZ.
Yeah,
it is. It's about everything but. It's about everything but the court. It's all the other insanity. Yes. Hey, speaking of that, did you see this story? So Britney Spears is in Vegas with her husband, I guess she's married now. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think they're out at a restaurant, and Victor Wembanyama is there, the first overall pick in the NBA draft, the French kid. Okay. He's there. Somehow Britney Spears knows who he is and is a fan, apparently. I would have never.
Well, she's from Texas, so she might be an NBA fan.
I don't know. I would have never guessed that. But anyway, so she approaches because she wants to get a picture with the guy. Okay. Wembanyama has a security team with him. His security dude like backhands her and slaps her in the face and knocks her glasses off.
No.
Yeah. Now, apparently, he got wind of who she was, and the security dude goes over, apologizes, thinks everything's fine. Oh, yeah. Thinks everything's fine. They press charges against them, against the security guy.
Well, depending on how hard he hit her, rightfully so.
Oh, I'm not ripping Britney Spears for pressing charges. I'm just saying, like, what are the odds that Victor Wembanyama and Britney Spears are in a story together? Like,
dude, I mean, you couldn't come up with, you could make up a storyline like that if you wanted to.
No.
Now, as a security detail, supposedly you're taught the do's and don'ts and how to handle situations.
Yep.
Now, if she's like bum rushing a dude with a knife or something, okay, you defend him to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
But if she just walks over and he, boom, out of reaction.
He seems pretty overzealous to me.
And I wonder how big of a guy is, because, mostly those athletes got these big guys who like spend 29 hours a day in the gym.
Yep.
Dude, that Britney Spears about to get paid.
Yeah, as if she needs it, but yes.
It's like she needs the money, right?
Yeah.
I think she still has her show in Vegas. She had this long running show in Vegas every night.
Residence. She did a residence there.
Yeah. So they're paying her big money. She's already she's about to get paid, dude. You know what? If I see him in public, I may run up to him because I'm gonna drop to the floor and start spitting up phlegm.
Yeah.
And convulsing. I'm gonna go into convulsions. Seriously.
I'm telling you, man, it's you can't make this stuff up. You really can't. Hey, so Matisse Thybulle was a restricted free agent, and the Mavericks gave him an offer sheet, but the Blazers had the opportunity to match.
Yep.
So they matched. He's going to stay in Portland.
$33 million.
3 years, $33 million for a guy who can't score to save his life.
I mean, come on, man. Are you paying $33 million for Thybulle?
No.
Really?
No, I'm not.
I mean, seriously?
These teams just want to hand money out. They really do. And I get how good a defender Thybulle is, but my God, that's a lot of money.
If only we were a foot taller, Rob. A foot taller.
I'm telling you, that's it. It's it. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, so the other thing is, the Celtics lost Grant Williams. Grant Williams is signing with the Mavericks. Actually, it's part of a sign and trade, but he's going to the Mavs. They've lost now Marcus Smart and Grant Williams. That's two glue guys for Boston.
Those are emotional tone setters on that team. I don't know what Boston is doing.
Yeah.
But and it may be up against it with the cap. I don't know, know. But you let those two guys go. One of them I understand, but both of them go. I
think they're making mistakes. Now there is some thought that they have some, again, something up their sleeve that they could be in on, but I don't. So far, I'm not in love with their offseason. I don't. Porzingis is always hurt. It's a strange move. So the Sixers signed Mo Bamba, 1 year minimum deal. Derek, this guy was the 6th overall pick in 2018 by the Magic. It hasn't worked out. He's 25 years old. He went to the Westtown School in Westchester, so he's got local ties to the area. But the Sixers claim that this doesn't mean that they're still not going to bring back Paul Reed. So you could be looking at a Paul Reed, Bamba, and Embiid, which is actually pretty strong depth-wise. It's not bad.
No. My only concern is with Bamba. You said it's a 1 year deal?
Yes. Minimum money. It's not costing you anything.
Okay, you got a nice nucleus of role players, but again, I'm looking at this team right now. I don't know who the start five is on this team.
Yeah,
to be honest, I mean, we talked about the scenarios with Lillard and Harden.
I know.
I don't know, man. If Harden comes back, I think that's going to be interesting because he's got to have a sit down meeting 1-on-1 with Nick Nurse especially if he wants to play his style of game, but Nick wants him to play in a more controlled environment. How's it going to work out? We saw how it worked out in Doc Rivers last year.
I'm with you. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. All right. What I am loving is the Phillies getting the first two in Tampa. And we'll talk to Scott Lauber, does an awesome job covering the Phils for the Inquirer. Let's get a timeout, Derek. Let's talk to Scott when we get back. He's Derek Gunn. I'm Rob Ellis. We are Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. I want to tell you about Pro Action Restoration. Pro Action Restoration. If you have a home, you have a business, and you've gone through that pain, that inconvenience of water, fire, smoke, mold damage, you know how trying that can be, and you're not equipped to handle that kind of thing. Well, guess what? They are. Pro Action Restoration is on call 24 hours, 7 days a week. Have a problem on a holiday, have a problem at night, on the weekend, just give them a call. I did on a Saturday, and they got right out to my parents' house. They fixed the problem. It was a great experience all around. They are licensed, bonded, fully insured. They've been serving the tri-state area for more than 2 decades. Pro Action Restoration will work in conjunction with your insurance company. So again, it could be water, it could be fire, it could be smoke, it could be mold remediation. You name it, they can handle it. Give them a call, 610-623-3760, 610-623-3760, or you can reach them online at proactionrestoration.com. That's proactionrestoration.com.
Do you